Hi everybody, welcome. Is this your first time dropping by my channel for a visit? If it is, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Melanie and the name of my channel is Melanie Thompson. I have lots to share with you in today's video. I'm going to show you how I decorated my dining room in a primitive, rustic country style for Christmas. The areas in my dining room that I'll be showing you today are a vintage buffet that was given to me by my mother-in-law, and it was actually my husband's grandma's, and it's a wonderful family heirloom. And I also have a bicentennial stereo cabinet and console, and I like to decorate it like I would a hutch. So I have those two, and I also have my beautiful handmade table that my husband made for me a couple of years ago. So there'll also be a very primitive and rustic tablescape to share with you guys in this video. And I also do some decorating on the walls. So I really hope that I can inspire you, give you some ideas if you're looking for some more Christmas decorating ideas. And a lot of these ways, or a lot of the places that I decorated, you can also incorporate a lot of these ideas in your everyday decorating. I really am enjoying that part of the primitive decorating because I'm finding that a lot of the things that I do for the holiday decorating, I can also incorporate in my everyday decorating as well. At the end of my video, I will also show you how the room looks with my pie safe included in that video. I also have a baker's rack in my dining room, but I will save that for a video all by itself. I'll start over at my bicentennial stereo cabinet. I thought it would look nice to add my sleeve board right at the top. And along the top edge, I just placed some pitberry garland and a little bit of my greenery that reminds me of Sweet Annie. And these two pieces my mom gave me, and my mom's mom had these when my mom was very little, and my grandma would place these underneath their Christmas tree. These are paper mache, and they are very old. My mom's 85 years old, and these might even be older than my mom, and I just love these. I didn't add anything inside them, but I do want to make some homespun candy canes and place them inside Santa's sack. I think that would look really nice. And I just wanted to keep it nice and simple, so I just added a little wee bit of greenery. And this is the nutcracker that I bought over the summer at a yard sale. It is old. I don't know the exact age of it. The lady that I bought it from, it was her mom's, and she was an older woman, and she said that her mom would keep it on the shelf for as long as she could remember. I do want to add some nuts inside, but I just haven't bought any yet. And on this next shelf, I just wanted to keep it nice and simple too. I added my old cookbooks, a little bit of greenery and some pine cone, and then just my vintage mason jars. And I always like to add a wreath to the front of this. I just think it dresses it up and it looks nice. So this is the one I placed on it. I thought it would look really nice to add this old, it's either a christening gown or just a child's nightgown to the front. And I will give you a closer look at the detail. I bought this probably about a month or two ago at the Crossroads Country Mall, and I just think it is so beautiful. It is very old, and you can see all of the detail. This was handmade, and I have not washed it. All I did was just try to remove any kind of surface dust because I was afraid to wash it. I was afraid that if I did, it might fall apart. But it is just so pretty. And look at this. Oh, lovely. It is going to look a little bit darker right at this moment because I turned my lights off to cut down on the glare. Because where I had this picture hanging, there does tend to be a lot of glare when I film. So this is how I changed this up. So for those of you that have been following my channel, you guys will definitely see some changes. I had these two old scoops and I wanted to be able to hang them on the wall. So this is what I come up with, and I'm just gonna get you a little bit of a closer look. But I love this look so much. And I think it was a great way to really show off these primitive scoops. All I used was a pitberry candle ring and a little bit of twine. Spanish moss would have also worked really well. And I let this picture up. It's beautiful. It's a Rembrandt reproduction. The two round baskets are older, and they're the ones that I purchased about a month ago when I was antiquing with two of my friends. They're, I believe, antique grain baskets. And this basket is also very old. It was hand painted by Sally Patchins. And if any of you are basket collectors, then you might have heard of Sally Patchin baskets. And I thought it would look nice to just hang a small bunch of Indian corn inside the basket. I really like that look. This is my beautiful buffet. That was my husband's grandma's. And this is how I styled the top. I wanted to keep it very primitive, rustic. So I bought this grape box. I guess it's called a grape box. I bought it over the summer at a flea market. I placed a few of my old wooden dough bowls inside, added a few cutting boards. This one is very old. And I thought it would look nice to add, oops, sorry, there was my finger. I thought it would look nice to add my cast iron cornbread pans in there. Sometimes I'm not sure where to put them, but I thought it would look nice to just put them in there. And this is the Sweet Annie that my friend Sandy from Sandy's Country Crafts sent me whenever I won a drawing on her channel. I thought it would look so nice to just tuck the Sweet Annie in that corner. I love it. And I will also link Sandy's channel below in my description box because she has so many wonderful primitive and country crafts that she shares on her channel. And I placed two of my firkin buckets on the side. The one is filled with Indian corn. The other one I have filled with faux pears. And I had this little tree. I thought it would look nice to just keep it simple. So all I did was just placed a few lights on it and a string of wooden beaded garland. And I think that looks adorable. It has a little burlap base. I bought this just a couple of weeks ago at Walmart. If it's still available, I'll be sure to link it below for you, just in case you'd like to purchase one. And this is a little 3-foot tree. So it's just the perfect size to tuck in any corner when you're decorating. And of course, I like to utilize every inch of possible decorating space. Some of you that are familiar with my channel, this area hasn't changed, but if you're new to my channel, you might enjoy seeing how I've decorated this little corner. And I don't change this area up very often because I'm happy with how it looks, and these items fit back in here perfectly. And it's just enough that you can see that there's something back in here, and it really makes people curious and want to see what's back in the little corner. And I have this cute little primitive kitty right there at the bottom. This corner of my buffet, I placed two of my antique cabbage slicers. And I thought it would look nice to just add a bunch of Indian corn right at the corner of that. I love how that looks. It looks so rustic. And I placed my crock filled with all of my antique rolling pins. And then I thought it would look nice to just add my antique grinder. I really like this. I think all of those pieces complement each other and look so nice together. And yes, I want to utilize every inch of possible decorating space. And I love decorating underneath this buffet. I wasn't ready to get rid of all of my gourds just yet because I do want to dry out these gourds. I've actually had a few that have already dried for me, but these ones aren't ready yet. So I thought I still want to decorate with these. So this is what I came up with. And I just placed them inside this one basket, and I left my, some people call these bread proofers. That's what I've always known these as, but I've also heard them called something else. I just can't remember at the moment. And here I just placed my pumpkins into this little wooden tray. So I really like how this look came together. I apologize, I'm kind of not at a very good angle here, but I'm trying to do the best that I can to show you. Now we'll take a close look at how I decorated my table. And I kept this nice and simple too. I really enjoy decorating with these quilted wall hangings. I think they make a really nice, kind of like a table runner or just a little table topper. And I placed my sled. I've decorated with this sled many different ways in my home, but I wanted to do something different this year. So I just placed it there kind of as a riser, and I placed this little potted tree right in the center of it. And I added my old-fashioned Santa. I think he looks so nice right there. And this little primitive scoop. And I don't light this candle. I really want to get a battery operated one to set down inside there. I do have one somewhere, but I think I need to change the battery in it. And then on each side, I just placed my little candle holders with my grubby battery operated candles. And I think that looks so nice together. What do you think? I would love to know what your thoughts are on how I decorated my dining room for Christmas. I love it when you leave me comments. I love getting to connect with you all. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would really love it if you would consider hitting that subscribe button. And if you did like my video, I hope you'll give me a thumbs up because it really does help my channel to grow. Now I'll show you how the whole room looks, and I'll set this part of my video to music. Thank you so much for watching this video today, and I'll see you in my next one.